Thinking about my grandmama and shit. I got the number one record, they acknowledge the G. They going crazy when they play it. Head five and shit. And I'm just so motherfucking thinking about my father and shit. I thought I did a couple days before I started to the same day. I flew back to the city from my habit. I was out there with the fam, just looking at my door. Thinking to myself, I'm trying to send somebody. Somebody let me know what's happening. Let's take you off. Cause you know I rock behind my dad. You know I never gave a fuck about the words about my band. I fuck, I make it to the top. Same day I lost a nigga. Hey, what's up, y'all? You're tuned into the Bougie AF channel with your host, Suge Avery. So I am back. I decided I just wanted to do some more talking. I wanted to talk about this man named, what's his name? KingFace or some shit like that. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but you know, sitting here bougie with my lip gloss. Alright, so if you are not following, make sure you follow me at OG_Suge Avery. And yeah, let's get into it. So I don't know if y'all heard about this. So I was up last night, and it was this gentleman. No, I'm sorry. I had caught Nick at night, and it was her show, and she was doing commentary on KingFace. And I guess KingFace is a 38-year-old man, black man, who is a rapper and also a Trump supporter. And so, hold on one second. So he is a trap. I'm sorry. He's a rapper, but he's a Trump supporter, right? So KingFace, he caught my attention because his arrogance was so disgusting. So I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit about him, and then I'm gonna show y'all some videos. Hold on a second. Oh, it's not working. What is going on, y'all? Bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It says it's online. I'm gonna need you, Gina. People. Nico. Nigga. I'm listening to the Baby, his Kirk album. I don't know if it's EP. I don't know. EPs are albums nowadays, so it don't even really damn matter. It's named Kirk. I don't know why this is not working. You know what? Let me try this. You know, I don't wait for the drop the grip. I go out there with my kids and my mom. You know, I ain't dating no Palestine. Believe what you see, nigga. I can't name a rapper that's out here breathing. This fucking with me, nigga. I'm taking their whole sports, these pants and the tee, nigga. Okay, there we go. Let's go. I'm just a little nigga from Charlotte, the big New Orleans. They want to see me up the road with my lawyer. Okay, there we go. We gon' pull up the pen. This challenge is hard. No, we don't got it. Bitch, we gon' get money regardless. I'ma let you do all of that talking. Don't get me started, you know I'm starting. And I don't got a cent for her. She bringing up money, I'm changing the topic. You know, she need to be talking about something deep. I let her know my she gone. She spit out there and making sure that's going on me and her. That's a surprise. We got me involved. Stripping from murder, but plenty of business and child. Hey, when you gon' stop? Listen, the fact that this thing, I don't listen to ops. You know, I give it up, fucking my brother, my head, beat a nigga up. A lot on a nigga like, he don't got a car, he catching the city bus. Baby mama on the floor, she was blood with her ass and the titties out. We done lost many clubs. You better check and go out to my city vibe. Stop the nigga, bitch, you up. Coming to fuck me, but I don't need him. Okay, that's working. Still getting used to all this stuff. Let's see this one. Yay! It's working. Oh, okay, everything's working. Alright, so like I was saying, KingFace is a 38-year-old black man, rapper, known for just being a Trump supporter. So from what I keep hearing about him, he's more known for his Trump support and just being arrogant. I mean, this like the most arrogant son of a bitch I have ever seen. One of the most arrogant son of a bitches I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm gonna show y'all some video of this nigga just to hear him talk about how he can break any woman down and blah 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 blah. So he's in the news right now because he's passed away. It's alleged that he's passed away, and it's alleged that he's passed away because he had AIDS. So some women have come forward that have said they've forgotten the disease from him. So yeah, and so this is now just everyone just now really being in shock. That someone like, and to find out he had it. It's not that he had it that's a problem. It's that he had it and decided to not tell other people about it and give it to other people, and on top of that, not get treatment for himself. So it's like, are you serious? Like, nigga, you just was out here on some wild boy, arrogant, just narcissistic ass self. Like, he was just like living for himself. Like, the dude is disgusting. So that's enough of me talking about it. But like, hold on, let me show you. And I just wanted to talk about men with this type of like, oh, I can break a woman, submission, you're gonna do whatever I tell you to do type shit. Let me tell you, that shit is a real thing. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, but this nigga on Facebook, I'm gonna also show y'all. I just be trying to, like, what's going on in these women's heads? What's going on in these niggas' heads? Like, this shit is crazy. So let me see. Here we go. All right, so here it is. So here's an article I found on, what is this called? republicworld.com. And it said, what happened to KingFace? Here's what here's what led to the rapper's death. Let me see. American rapper and conservative Trump supporter KingFace is dead at 38. Okay, nice looking guy. I mean, he's alright. No, I like my men kind of chocolate, but whatever. Fans of KingFace, aka Larry Henry, are mourning the sudden demise of the star. The 38-year-old rapper and social media star was known for being conservative and a Donald Trump supporter. The news about the rapper's death was revealed by his friends and fellow conservative activist Rob Smith. Many fans on Twitter expressed their grief and are mourning the loss of the rapper. Okay, let me see. So it says here, what happened to KingFace? Rob Smith, the conservative activist, confirmed KingFace's death in a Facebook post. In his post, Smith referred to KingFace as being a really deep, intellectual, and kind man. Another fellow conservative rapper, Bryson Gray, posted a tweet after the rapper's death saying, "Rest in peace to KingFace, one of the most real people I've ever met. He was the first person in the MAGA movement to post my music on Instagram. His video is the reason I bought the big MAGA hat. He was the first person to let me perform with him during Blix. Rest in peace." It's all the rest in peace to him. Like I said, like somebody dying is really, like, it's sad. It's finito. It's over. Like, there's nothing else left to be said. But someone who carried themselves the way he did, I felt the same way about Tekashi, was this Tekashi XXX, whatever his name is. It was just not he didn't do any good while he was here for people. He wasn't nice. He did really bad things. So that person dies, and it's like, what do you want us to say? And it's just so funny. I would never take. I mean, I'm not gonna say, but to see the route that people took when it came to this man KingFace, like, I seen someone who just recorded a 2-minute video of just laughing. There was like videos of someone he was just laughing. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. The dude was just laughing. I was like, damn. Like, damn. I don't know. Just laughing. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to be I don't think I want the world to see that about someone's death, okay? Because that's yeah, that's a lot. I'm trying to find out where I watched the video, because that dude was like 2 minutes of him. It was like 2 minutes of this dude just laughing about this dude. I was like, damn. And then I want to show y'all video of him, and so y'all can see why. Like, so you can actually see why people feel the way they feel about him. At first, when I chose the video, I picked this video. I thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was like an old video of him speaking, but nope. Here we go.
Yo, I keep this real simple. I just got the news. I'm scruffy, yeah? But yeah, I just got the news that this dude named was KingFace, right? He was a conservative coon This motherfucker's dead, man. I mean, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. The universe is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you sit over here and you talking shit all the fucking, wherever that fucking camera is, you talking shit all the time, whatever, they got your ass. The universe got your ass talking all that shit. I heard you had that, but you know, but I don't, you know, that's just hearsay. But I know one thing, your ass is dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So just this all you motherfucking coons out there talking shit, you learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Learn. I'm out of here, man.
Okay, so that was B1 Solidarity, and that's... And he has on his video, Trump, the boy KingFace, has died. And he has about 1,000 views. And look, and you know what the good thing is? At least people, you know, aren't all cold and dead in the heart. You got 37 likes and 95 dislikes. So at least people are standing up and saying, like, that's not okay. But yeah, there was a lot of people feeling some sort of way. A lot of people. There's a lot of videos of people saying some shit, and I'm just like, damn, yo, damn. But y'all gotta see him in action. Y'all gotta hear this man. Okay, this should be a good one, so you can hear his arrogance.
So what you don't believe in? I don't believe in all the complaining. What's complaining about what? I mean, what is the argument? What do you mean? What is the argument? What is it that you're upset about? I'm upset about the fact that a brand put out some shit that directly disrespected our whole culture, everything, our history, everything, and we don't see enough value in ourselves to say we just don't fuck with the brand. And if you do want to fuck with the brand, don't try to diminish the people who fighting against it, because if we win, you benefit from it. In what way? They don't get to disrespect you no more. In what way? What you mean? Because that means that you can walk into a store and not see no motherfucking blackface on clothing. Your children don't have to feel like somebody is diminishing them. Did you boycott Beyonce for wearing the blackface jacket? No, because Beyonce is a black woman. So if she decided it was fashion for her, okay, you just said. Listen to what I'm trying to say. You said Beyonce is a black woman. So what if a black person wants to buy that from Gucci? Would you consider that a problem? Say that again. What if a black person wanted to? What if we like that shit? What if those black people that was like, yo, that sweater's fire. I want to cop that. Yeah. Yo, you don't hear me? We're gonna do it again. Come back on. Got mad low.
These are my favorite fucking cookies.
They got mad low. I gotta try to invite them again. Because we're gonna have I want to have a discussion. I want to talk about some shit that's what the Mayweather situation is a stupid argument. If that man doesn't want to follow the wave, it shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't be preaching individualism. As my thing as black people, what I notice is that all we do is complain. Like all I see, like all these political, all these activists, all I see is complaining. Yes, I am a Trump supporter all the way. All I see is complaining. This is all I see. You know what I mean? I don't see no solutions. All I hear is complaining. What I want to see from you activists is some solutions. It seems to me that we just follow a way. Well, what you're saying is wrong, though, beloved, because
Okay, I wanted to stop here because I have some actual opinions about what he's saying. And I said earlier in the video that I did on Instagram, I think the man is conservative. I don't know if I feel like he's a Republican, and I understand all of that. But I have a problem too with some of the black activists in the community, and because it's not what I do, but doesn't mean that I can't speak on it. It's more. It does seem like it's more about complaining and trying to point the finger at like the white man and yelling about what's not being done, needing more police and blah blah blah. But it just never seems like it's solution based or even accountability based for me. But when you are yelling at the police, I always wonder, like, what is it that you would want the police to be doing more of? Riding around your neighborhoods? Because a police job isn't police prevention. You do, like, it feels like people forget that, and because we forget that, we think it's like they're not crime stoppers. They find the people who commit the crime. So I don't know. It's a little bit weird for me because I hate hearing people yelling and being mad at the police. But when, in all actuality, it's like their job is not to prevent the crime. Like they don't. That's not even like in the sense of ride around the neighborhoods, make sure nothing's going on. But ultimately, the police responds to something happening. And I think expectations are just not are too high or in the wrong place. Energy's in the wrong place, in my opinion. So I agree with him on that.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You're saying you here complaining. No, we said, okay, these people ain't treating us right. We boycott. We're not going to spend our money. We're going to start investing in our own people. That is a solution. It ain't complaining. We ain't just saying, oh. I don't just complain. If you've ever seen anything that I've ever done, it was solution based. If I went out there, when I went out and I marched against some shit or I protested against some shit, it was protested with agenda. It came with steps to win. I don't just complain. I've never been a nigga that just complain. If I don't like something, I utilize my voice, I utilize my money, I utilize my body, I utilize everything that I can to change it. So when you're saying complaining, no, complaining would be just saying, complaining is what y'all niggas do. Complaining is when you sit there and say, oh, well, yeah, whatever. We can do what we want to do. It ain't nobody going to change it. We know it's wrong, but fuck it. That's complaining. Come on, bro. You're not doing that. You're criticizing the people who are actually taking the steps to do something. Yeah, but you don't have a plan or agenda. Let me ask you a question. What are you doing is what I'm asking. What is your fight? You're fighting because because of what people decide to wear. I don't see you guys. No, we're not. You know what's so crazy? We had brands, right? We had our own brands. We had Slow Bucks. We had what was the other shit? Fubu. We had Sean John. We had all these brands. We don't build them up. We don't build them up to be the high quality brands as these other brands. We don't build them up. But my thing is this. This is how I look at y'all, right? It's like all y'all do. Brother, what are you talking about? All y'all do. The conversation.
So I'm looking at these comments. So you see some of the comments on this victim mind. Yeah, there's a lot of that in the black neighborhood. A lot of victim mind, and KingFace is talking about that, so that is correct. He says KingFace was right. Stop telling us we can't when we can. Okay, I agree. MLK is rolling. My son is a bozo. So I'm reading these comments so people can see that it's more like there's a lot of conservative black people more than you think. Much more than you think. My son is a bozo. Chicken head. This dude is caught up in the Matrix. Yo, that is so funny. That is so funny. I said that to my co-host the other day. I said to him, well, not the other day, but like a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, I feel like niggas are still plugged up to the Matrix. Like, I feel like, yeah. Anyway, so KingFace is right. Stop telling us we can't. Facts, KingFace. Stop the complaining. My son cut him off because being a victim is my son's hustle. Woo! Don't know who this Terrence Scott is in these comments, but I don't know if it's the cookie or the comment, but it might a little bit of both, because that is the new hustle. Playing victim, PTSD, trauma, depression, displaying it, being crazy with it. That is you. People are using that as the new hustle. My son said black on black violence doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know what the context of that, so I'm going to leave that alone. He says, I cut this off after he tried to act like he didn't hear the Beyonce question. Well, so Beyonce gets the black woman pass. I don't get it. I want to hear KingFace talking about women. So y'all can just hear about, so y'all can just see. So y'all can just see how arrogant he was. Like, this nigga was so disgusting. That's why I wrote up, but I said in the description, this nigga was, it was trash. And like I said, it's alleged that he passed away from having AIDS. Some women have kind of came forward and said for a fact that they that he gave it to them. So there's videos out there, so you guys can go out there and see that. So, you know, it's not like I'm the first one saying some shit, but yeah, it's out there.
I'm about to blow it down my bro and shit, you know what I'm saying? But so my last post, I see a lot of some people are offended by my last post, you know what I'm saying? About how women should be basically obedient to their man. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all ladies something, man. A lot of y'all can't keep a nigga because y'all don't know when to shut the fuck up when you're told to shut the fuck up. A lot of times y'all think that you guys could just, out of any moment, any situation.
Let's be clear. I've heard this before, okay? Even about myself. I've heard this before, okay? But, you know, I'm used to hearing it from, you know, toxic-ass, trash-ass niggas like this, you know? Continue.
Feel like you can speak your thoughts when you're dealing with your man. Now, I'm not saying a woman can't speak up to her man, but you have to know when to do it. See, a lot of times you women use the wrong times to voice your opinion. You know what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with a man, once you attack his manhood, understand that you're going to lose that man. That man will not respect you, want nothing to do with you. You women always complain about you want a man, you need a man, this, that, and the third, and all that bullshit that y'all be talking, right?
How do we intermingle learning the right time to say and speak up to it automatically being if you attack your man, right? Because the way he says it, it makes it seems like the speaking up part is the attacking the man part, which those are two separate things, right? So I don't like that, because you should be able to speak up and talk and knowing your place and all the other stuff when you should speak and all this stuff. But I think that goes both ways. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, I can get that part of it, you know, knowing when to speak and when not to speak. And I can't stand these toxic hotep ass niggas, yo. I can't stand them, yo.
But when the nigga gives you the avenue and the way to keep a motherfucking man, you bitches just have something to fucking say. Let me explain something to y'all. I like my woman to shut the fuck up when I tell her to shut the fuck up. If y'all don't like that about me, then you don't like a real motherfucking man, all right? Because a real man's going to stand firm and look at you and eat something. And I know y'all get caught up over the words. Like, oh, you said shut the fuck up. Why do you have to say shut the fuck up? It doesn't matter if I say shut the fuck up, be quiet, or any of that. Any of these things. It doesn't matter. If I tell you to zip it, you zip it. That's it. We talk about it later, or when the situation is more.
Let's pause. I need a
Yo, I keep this real simple.
I need a moment. I need a moment.
I just got the news. Now I'm scruffy, yeah. But yeah, I just got the news that this guy, this dude name was KingFace.
This
right?
nigga. I need a.
He was a conservative coon. This motherfucker's dead, man.
I needed something to loosen the atmosphere. And I like his laugh.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. The universe is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you sit over here and you talking shit all the fucking, wherever that fucking camera is, you talking shit all the time, whatever, they got your ass.
More cool. We talk about it later. I'm telling you women what it is that you need to do in order to keep a man. If you want a man, these are the things that you have to do. You women run your mouth too much. You try to challenge your man too much. We're men and women. We're not in competition. There's no competition between men and women. You only can compete with other bitches. All right, let's make that clear. You cannot compete with a man. First of all, we can fuck you up. All right, let's just make that clear. Let's just start off with facts. I could fuck you up.
The universe got your ass talking all that shit. I heard you had that. Wah! But but I don't. That's just hearsay.
That alone should make you have some respect for your men. Period. It's not even about you being abusive or none of that. Because I know y'all gonna try to flip it and say, "Oh, he's saying men are gonna fuck women up." No, that's not what I said. I said that we can fuck you up. All right. Off of that alone, you need to have some fucking respect and know how to speak to a man. Period. Just like if you know a nigga got a gun, you know how to talk to that nigga. All right, because you know he could clap you. Right? This is just reality. You know what I'm saying? If I'm around a nigga and he got a gun, I ain't gonna say certain shit. Even if I want to. I ain't gonna say certain shit. You know why? Because he has an advantage and I don't. And now if I got the same advantage, now I'm gonna say what the fuck I wanna say.
Toxic as fuck, Deontay.
But you women don't have the same advantage.
Yeah,
so when you sit here and get mad when a man is being a man and then you wonder why you can't keep a man, you got these niggas that's on CNN crying. That's the type of men you want because you want to be like.
So if you're just joining, this is KingFace, 38-year-old man who just recently died. Allegedly he had AIDS, and he was giving it to numerous women. We're gonna get there. There's another girl. She comes forward. She talks about him giving it to her. And at one point in time, when she's figuring out that she has the AIDS and she's trying to talk to this man, the nigga told her to, "Oh, shut up. You're fucking up the vibe. Keep all that negativity to yourself." This man, she then stayed with this man, and he did not allow her to talk about it with him. As she's talking about her health, she's getting on medication. This Negro never even gets on medication. He never goes sees the doctor. She tells him this in June. Allegedly, she tells him this in June. Allegedly, but she says she told him this in June. We are now in September, I think 28th or 29th. This gentleman passed away. And I just wanted to, show you guys, who KingFace was, because I'm just intrigued by them. But there's a lot of KingFace ass niggas out here, right? So I got a couple more examples I want to show y'all of some shit of a KingFace ass nigga, right? But this is KingFace, and I want to show you, how he moves and
a man,
what he
so
thought.
You want to feel dominant by controlling a man. So how do you control a man? By making him a bitch. And now once he's a bitch, you got him, you control him. But then you're unhappy. Because he can't protect you. He doesn't stand up to you when you want it. First of all, ain't no woman in the world that don't like a nigga that ain't willing to tell her shut the fuck up.
Well, that's true.
I'm talking about that exact words. Women love that. I don't give a fuck what these bitches tell you niggas. They love a nigga that will look at them like, yo, bitch, don't play with me. They love it. Don't get that shit fucked up. They're gonna act like they don't, because you know why? It's about who does that to them. It's about who says that to them. If you're not really a man for real, a real woman is not gonna respect you telling her to shut the fuck up. So it goes both ways. If you're not really a man, my nigga, then you can't tell your woman shut the fuck up if you're not a man, homie. I'm not talking about being a male, because there's males and then there's men. It's a difference. See, males have man genitalia, but that doesn't make them a man. Understand that clear. Understand that clear. So a lot of you niggas can't get these type of women to be obedient to you is because you're not.
And it's so funny listening to him. Yeah, and it makes me realize my own shit. Yeah, I do like a man to have a little bit of aggression to him. You know what I'm saying? And he's right. There's only a certain type of man you're gonna allow to talk to you a certain way. No scrub ass nigga gonna talk to you crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, or he's no punk ass dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's my own thing. But I mean, I get what he's saying. But he's trash level. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a little roughness, a little aggression, but this is a lot right here. This is a lot right here. Because, yeah.
Not a man. You niggas move like bitches. So there's no way a real woman is gonna respect a bitch. Alright? It ain't gonna happen. I don't give a fuck what these niggas or anybody tell you. These women today aren't happy because men aren't men. You want to know why men aren't men? Because you women aren't allowing them to be one.
And it's so funny. I'm looking at the timestamp on this video, July 30th. I think I listened to another video. At this point in time, he was not sick yet. I don't believe he was sick yet. I think he didn't get sick until like I don't think he was aware, or first record of him knowing something was wrong. I think first victim, another other person has came out probably, they said November 2019. So he could be, I just don't know yet, but I don't think he was sick yet here. This is one hell of a way to be talking if you are sick, though. This is one hell of a way. I used to talk to a dude, right? And he had an incurable condition. It wasn't a disease, it was a condition. And let me tell you, there's something I feel like when you meet people who have incurable conditions or diseases and stuff like that, you'll even find someone's gonna be really filled with gratitude, thankful for each day, really considerate, really just trying to live their life, get the most out of life. You'll meet someone who's like that, and then on the total opposite, you'll meet someone who kind of displayed like this disgusting ass behavior, right? This man knew he was dying, didn't give a fuck about nobody else. It didn't matter, live life, YOLO. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to everybody, and it was just like that dude that I used to talk to. He didn't give a fuck. It was like, it was his world, and that's how he operated. And the more and more, and me, I'm a deep dive ass nigga, so I go research the disease and everything and find out different, personality, um, the different side effects and personalities that may develop with people with that condition and stuff. And as soon as I found it right there. So yeah, yeah. So I believe, I believe he was just one of these people who didn't give a fuck, did not give a fuck. He just knew life was just not gonna. He didn't have that much longer, and some people don't care, and they just want to. They want to burn everything down with them.
All right. All day long, y'all say, I don't need a man, 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 I don't need a man. I'm independent, I can do this, I can do that. Yes, you do need a man, you stupid bitch. Because if you have a baby with a fucking man, you in that child's life, you stupid bitch.
I think we need a pause break, don't y'all? Don't y'all think we need a pause break? I think we need a pause break.
Talking all that shit. I heard you had that. But but I don't. That's just hearsay. But I know one thing: your ass is dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So just this all you motherfucking coons out there talking shit. You'll learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Learn.
That ain't nice. Let's go back to being called the stupid bitch.
I'm tired of y'all hoes, man. Fuck out of here. Listen, man, I'm a real man. I don't play that shit, bitch. You can't shut up when I tell you to, or move accordingly when I tell you to. I don't need you. Goodbye. I don't need you. I don't need you. If you women even understand the laws of attraction, if you haven't even read the book Secret, you know that what you say will become whatever you want. So if you say, I don't need a man, guess what you're going to get? A whole bunch of males. Yeah, you're going to still get dick down because you need dick. But you're not going to get a man. You're going to get a male with a man part that you can use. And then you're unhappy. So y'all need to learn to let men be men. I know now because a man's purpose, men no longer have a purpose. Why? Because our purpose is to take care of our woman. So how can I fulfill my...
I want to know who hurt him. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga talks like this, you just be like, I just want to know who hurt you, who touched you, who did it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. Let me see. What type of stupid ass shit? Who's this Tony Brown? Sometimes a woman don't respect men because the government pays them not to. Where the fuck are people getting this shit at? And where they giving these checks at? Because listen, I'll take a check not to respect a no good ass nigga. What? Paying not to. Stuff up. I want that check. Where's that? And this, believe it or not, who's this doctor? I agree with her. I wholeheartedly agree with her. You should never have to tell your woman that a real woman knows her place. She falls in line. It's natural. It's natural. It's a natural something that happens. Only time I feel like a woman does not fall in line is when you are a bozo and an asshole like this nigga. Too much. I don't feel like reading all that. What the fuck? Be a lot of women see these are the conservative type of women, and most of the times, I mean, they don't mean that they vote that way either, but I mean, there's the conservative minded. That's what I'm talking about, being conservative minded. As a woman, I endorse this. I pay more and more. I pray more and more men turn from being beta to alpha. God bless you. Wow. Whoa, sis, that's a lot, sis. I mean, this is your ideal version of an alpha male, Miss Prayer Bear. I'm praying. You can't demand respect. It is earned. I agree with you on that. I think and also I hate to hear men who talk about women being submissive, act like this. A woman needs to be like this. A woman needs to be like that. But at the same time, you don't have it all together on what a man should be for a woman to be all that, right? So it doesn't go without one without the other. And I think a lot of times I hear a lot of bum ass niggas talk about submissive women. I didn't woman that talks just like him, but can't really even do anything for a woman. That don't make no sense. Who, as a woman, right? If I'm going to be submissive to a man, it's going to be a man that is on quality or on board or at a level that's going to be my husband, right? That's not just every Tom, Dick, and Harry that walks in and out your life. That's not something you just give up. And that's the same thing that ties it back to like Tamar when you were talking about 18. And I keep on saying 18 months because that wasn't enough time to be that submissive, especially for her. She had too much at risk, right? So what did David do that he should have been that close to her, you know? And it all boils down to she just wasn't ready and she was still broken. And for her, what did he do? He provided some type of like strength, and for her, when she's in a relationship, that makes her feel whole. And he was providing that for her. You know what I mean? Making her feel whole because she was in a relationship. But everyone knew when she went from Vince to David that like, oh, that's way too soon. And there was just so much going on. So, but yeah, David, Tamar's David, this nigga right here, and then I'm gonna show you the other dude. I mean, let me flip it over so y'all can see who I'm talking about. Is it up there? This nigga. I can't wait to show y'all him. Like, I can't wait to show y'all him. Like, for real. This is one disgusting dude right here. Like, and that's what I said. This is a KingFace type of nigga. KingFace type of nigga, just disgusting. Okay, so let me see. I want this KingFace on the Trump effect. There was one where he was just like ranting and raving about I can break a woman down. Okay, so I want y'all to see that any woman I can break down. Change the mindset. I know what that's. I can tell what that. Okay, you know what? What King Clout? Is that what the? I guess everybody's putting King in front of their names. All right, I hear y'all. It's a lot of King shit. I'm trying to find the Nick at Night, that interview that Nick at Night had at her. That there's an interview that she has of the girl, his woman that he was with, that where she's talking about him giving it to her, which was so strange because in other reports it's saying that he's married and there's a GoFundMe page of at least $78,000 that has been risen for this man. But there's also this interview where this woman is saying, "Oh, I was his girlfriend, and he was living." Sort of spoke as if though they lived with each other. He bought her a white Mercedes and all this other stuff. So, yeah, let me see. And shout out Nick at Night. I know I don't mention a lot of YouTubers on here because It's too much going on. I don't
made
have
most
the brain
smartest,
capacity.
most secure.
I don't have the brain capacity to deal with any of that shit. I wouldn't even entertain it. To be completely honest with you, so I try not to mention a lot of people because I don't want to be caught up in any type of back and forth because I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not going back and forth with strangers. So it's weird to me. So
most whatever women.
But how you gotta get your money, how you gotta get your money. And I get it, boo-boos. Y'all tear each other down and do what y'all gotta do to get that dollar.
Break down to little babies. You understand? I could do that to you. I could break you down to a little baby.
This is it.
Alright? I'm like a drill sergeant. I will destroy you.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Nick, and you're tuned in to Nick.
This dude is so disgusting.
Night. And tonight is giving very up and refresh you guys' memory on who he is. But, you know, he unfortunately lost his life today. Trump, I believe it's his daughter, if I'm not mistaken, had came forward and she posted up a post on Instagram, and she had confirmed that he had lost his life. Don't really remember or...
What did he do? I'll wait. You tell me one thing he did. Oh, but he's racist.
I hate the type that just think they're just going to yell over you and stuff like that.
But he's racist, though. This is what racists do. This is the new era of racism. I need that racism. I like it. I like it. If that's racist, let me get more of that. Facts. Go ahead. Let's go.
Hold on.
I want this guy stressed. Look, hold on. Look,
Trump is everything.
Go ahead, let's go.
I wouldn't even go to the White House to meet Trump.
It's all lives matter. I don't want to see white people suffer. I don't want to see Asians, Hispanics, my people, black suffer. I don't want to see anybody suffer.
Nobody wants to see nobody suffer.
All Americans suffer. I think we should focus more on being Americans.
But blacks are suffering more,
you know,
idiot.
That's why you see I add the all lives matter as well, because I'm for the people, bro.
Ended up having this GoFundMe go up when or even deal with the realities of what extended hospitalization does to you or your family financially, mentally, and physically. Although KingFace is not able to be active, his message and legacy still impacts millions of people worldwide. And if you know that you have something and you willingly pass it, but again, this is alleged. I'm going to show you guys the video right now.
Crying to me, I'm going to come in here and not say what I heard. There are people who feel like...
Okay, so this is the girl I was telling you about that comes out and tells the story of being his woman, and that he gave her the AIDS, and how what happened when she told him about it and all this other stuff. Like this type of goofy is borderline retarded type of goofy. I remember sitting here watching this last night and was like, why is she so calm? And that's not to say you don't take things and accept them and move on. But this just happened in June. And the fact of the matter is, you stayed with this man and you was like, I'm still going to protect his legacy. You still going to, like, and I said this earlier today when I was talking about activists. Like, there's something really going on with my people, that we will protect our abusers. And sometimes I know we talk about people, when you talk about the no snitching, it doesn't even matter if that person may have killed somebody. It doesn't matter if that person raped somebody. It doesn't matter. Like, I've seen all of that in my own neighborhoods where people protect rapists and all types of shit. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. So just to hear her be more concerned about keeping his honor intact, and when he didn't have no regards for her life, this girl is sick and she needs to go get help. She needed help before she met this man, and it's just sad that he was her demise.
Like, you're not telling the truth, so just tell me your story from the very beginning.
Sorry. People are finding out and getting called now. A lot of people that didn't know about my status. You understand that this is affecting not just him and his fathers. This has affected and impacted so many other lives. And I know that people are saying a lot of things because they believed him, just like I believed him. We all believed him. We all loved him. We all still love him. That doesn't change. But the fact of the matter is that, like, this has to come out to March 23rd or March 20th. I can find out the exact dates for you guys because I have the hospital bill because I didn't have insurance at that time. I went to the hospital 3 separate occasions because I would wake up with a fever, hives, and then it would go away. I got on antibiotics, nothing worked. They tested me for the flu, for strep throat, for all other STDs as well, and everything came out negative. Everything kept on coming out negative because I was still in the acute stage. Remember, I had just contracted it March 13th, March 14th, when we first started.
No, she's an actual Trump supporter and she's a conservative. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. Back up. Anyway, but
This motherfucker's dead, man.
I just felt like it. Just hearing this little girl. I feel like she's a little girl. That's how I feel. I don't care. She could be older than me. She's a little girl.
basically, yeah. So by March 20th, I felt very, very ill, very, very sick. It was the worst time. I was getting like canker sores. It was very disgusting, and just a very uncomfortable period in my life. Angel was very much aware of everything that was happening, everything that I was going through. He didn't like talking about it. I couldn't express myself the way I'm expressing myself now with you guys. We couldn't have that conversation. If I ever brought up a conversation of, oh babe, let's go to the doctor, I'll go with you. Let's go together. If you're afraid, if you're ashamed, I'm with you. He, literally, word for word, shut the fuck up. I don't need your negative energy. And that just speaks to me as someone that was afraid. Someone that was really just scared of their own true reality. So, you know, about it. I couldn't express myself the way I'm expressing myself now with you guys. We couldn't have that conversation. If I ever brought up a conversation of, oh babe, let's go to the doctor, I'll go with you. Let's go together. If you're afraid, if you're ashamed, I'm with you. He, literally, word for word, shut the fuck up. I don't need your negative energy.
Shut the fuck up. I don't need your negative energy. That's what you say to somebody who's accusing you of giving them AIDS? Is that what you really...
I mean, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. The universe is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you sit over here and you talking shit all the fucking, where's that fucking camera? You talking shit all the time, whatever. They got your ass. The universe got your ass.
I just like to see people
Talking all that
smile.
shit. I heard you had that. Wow, but you know, but I don't. You know, that's just hearsay. But I know one thing: your ass is dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so.
And that just speaks to me as someone that was afraid. Someone that was really just scared of their own true reality. So, you know, he distracted himself with all these other things, but that's beside the point. So we fast forward to June. I'm still not feeling better. I mean, I got better because once your acute stage passes, like the symptoms come and go. You can kind of like fake the funk until it starts getting really, really bad. So after,
If you were... Y'all see how calm she is? I mean, I guess, you know, she's on medication, she's treating it, and she's getting help and all that other stuff. But I wanted you guys just to hear how like she stayed with this man. How she stayed with this man after he, you know, knock on wood, may have cut her life short, knowingly cut her life short. There's one thing not to know. This man knowingly cut her life short.
anymore. The rashes pretty much went away, but I felt uncomfortable inside my body. Like I knew that something still was not right. So that's what made me go to the doctor in June, even though I was in a monogamous relationship. So I thought I went to the doctors in June, and then that's when they finally confirmed because it was actually in my bloodstream enough for them to actually find it, and that's when I discovered that I was HIV positive. I told them I told him, and he looked at me in the eyes. His eyes got a little teary. And for a moment, I think that he just felt bad because he knew that he had done it again. You know, like a part of him, just like the human part of him, felt that pain. Because the love that I have for him, and as I'm sure everyone else around.
Sometimes I'd be so shocked about what the fuck I hear. She said the human part of it. Look at the despair. Listen to the despair in her. Still trying to see some good in a nigga who don't give a fuck about her. That don't break your heart. That breaks my heart. She literally has found something good in a moment where you should see someone at, like in the most darkest, the nastiest. You should see their truth. The moment where you should see their truth and who they really are. This nigga was a coward.
Around here, it was very genuine. It's very real. So his eyes got a little teary-eyed, and he looked at me. He said, "I'm never gonna leave you. Don't worry. Like, we got this," or like something along those lines. And it was just really confusing for me because I didn't understand, like, if I was in his shoes and my partner just told me something that serious, of course I would be supportive, but that wasn't support. That wasn't love. That was just, we're not talking about it no more. And we didn't. Every time that I would try to bring it up, it was a problem. It was a nasty, nasty, nasty fight. And it would hurt me because I was watching him die before my eyes. It got to the point that we couldn't have sex just when I wanted to. And I don't want to get that private, but I was seeing it happen. I was seeing it happen. He would wake up, his lungs really stuffy. He blamed it on allergies. But
I'm disturbed. You wanted to have sex with him still. You wanted to have sex with him still? You were turned on by this man still? Some of you bitches need to learn how to just enjoy a good cookie. Learn to enjoy a good cookie or something. And take your ass to bed. Rub it out yourself. Get a good cookie and prep.
how long does allergy season last? I mean, come on. And his muscles, I wanted to get him a purple bag, $3,000. I wanted to buy it for him. He didn't want that. He said, "Babe, we could use that money for something else, whatever." And because
Use that money for funeral costs. That's what the fuck he meant.
And you talking shit all the fucking wherever that fucking camera is. You talking shit all the time, whatever. They got your ass.
He was telling you use that $3,000 for a funeral cost.
all of his muscles, everything would always it doesn't work out. There has to be an explanation. So anyway, I tried my best to love him the best way that I could, and I think that in me doing this is also showing the love that I have. I don't want. First of all, I don't want you guys. I know that you guys are gonna feel however you want to feel, and more people are gonna come up and talk about this. Block sites. This is just the beginning of it. So I want you guys to know, from people that actually love him, that yes, this is horrible.
Yes, Dr. Jeff.
Yes, I wish this didn't happen, but this is where we are. I know a lot of you guys donated to him. Your hard-earned working money that you sacrifice your time for.
But he is in the hospital, so I don't wanna. You know what I mean? Like, he's in the hospital. He's definitely in the hospital. I want to get to. Because there's a lot of people in here.
I'm not negating that. I understand why people feel so attached because they too, in a way, are kind of affected by.
You can already tell she's like one of those earthy, vibey girls that that Joe Budden and them talk about. Just Just gullible. Just let me lead you, Ma. Like, just gullible. Just gullible. Just gullible. Look at her. She's worried about his legacy and loving him. She's like you know how a wife, you know, how a wife talk about her husband. I loved him to the end. I just loved that man. I just made sure that he knew he was loved. That's how this bitch is talking. Like she was married to this man for 30 years, and this is not even the wife. This is not the wife. This is not the wife. So that $3,000 was because he knew you were gonna need that.
I refuse. I don't want to be insensitive to that. Is what I'm saying. I'm not here to say that he is or he isn't. I want him to make it out of this.
So this was before he died. This interview.
So, you know what? I would rather move on to me, and I gotta fist fight him. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I'm dead serious. Like, I'd rather you be lying to me, and I gotta fist fight. And so some people that are saying that I just know that they dealt with each other, and I know it ain't easy for somebody to come out and say they have HIV/AIDS. You understand?
So when I watched this last night, I didn't understand why it was so much reference to violence and stuff like that. I mean, and then I seen another video, and I was seeing that he, I guess he's a blood member. I guess he's just not an active blood member. So that's what all the red and shit is about. But yeah, I'm just really trying to sit back and think of a nigga growing up to be in a gang, being a conservative. Like I wonder if there's, is it like, I want to see like how he used to talk with Candace. What's her name? And I've never watched anything with her, to be honest with you guys. Like Candace, I've never watched any of her stuff. I mean, was there anything else here I wanted to say?
You feel me?
This will be coming out to the world. I wasn't expecting for it to.
But why did she wait? Like, why did she wait all the way up until he was in a coma? Like, why did she wait to speak up? That's weird. Ladies, love yourself. I promise you, these niggas is not worth all of that. That is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. I want to see KingFace with Candace. Alright. Let me see what these fools sound like. And I never listen to her. Let me see what. Oh, 1 million views. Somebody loved the girl.
We're your super, and we want to improve your health with the power of super plans. Our superfood mixes are
This is outside the episode. I'm sorry, it's language.
Them being known me and being trying to be, I think they just feel like they can't come at me this summer because I'm really a street person. So
yeah.
It's like,
all right, you ready to start?
He's really a street person. Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling into another episode of the Candace Owens Show. I will be honest, and I will say, for the first time in my political career, I have been feeling pessimistic about the Black community. I jumped into this space feeling optimistic, feeling like there was change that could be implemented if we were willing to have the tough conversations. When I look up at the world today and I see these protests and I see these riots and I see who and what is at the center of these riots, when I see Black businesses being burned down, when I see Black criminals being martyred, and when I see Black athletes and Black celebrities and Black community leaders sanctioning this violence in our community and remaining mum on the larger.
See, bitch, where you got it fucked up is when you just keep on saying Black. That's where you got it fucked up, right? Because that's that's what you want to see. Because when you looked at the rioting and you seen all the press protests, you just seen black bitch. That's all you seen. That's all you seen was black. All you've heard is black actors or black sports people who speak up and talk about this. That's all you've seen is just black people doing it. Because I remember clearly sitting and watching, and I think it was in California when the riots was happening, and it was this white woman, and she was literally on her phone and with a tote bag in her hand as she was walking through debris in stores and picking up the clothes she wanted, and that was a white woman. So where you keep on saying black, 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 this is selective viewing for you. Let's continue. July 12th. So this is around probably around the last times that he had an interview.
Instances of violence in our community. I wonder if Black America will ever get ahead. When I sit down and I think by myself about why we ended up in this predicament, I always come up with the answer of culture. What is Black culture? How is it impacting Black America? Is it for the better or is it?
You know what I will say about Black people, what I've gotten to see through these PUA, these unemployment checks and stuff, I've actually seen a lot of Black people try to do something with the money. I've actually seen a lot of Black people do that, which to me is a positive indicator that I feel that Black people would try to do the right thing with money if they had opportunity and had access to it, right? So I think there's always this assumption that Black people are going to get their hands on this money and you better invest in Cadillac. I'll tell you, you better invest in Cadillac because that is some true niggas going to buy some Cadillacs and some shit. But in generally, there's still a lot of Black people who want to do the right thing and know how to do the right thing as we talk about opening up businesses and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm optimistic and I'm sad that you're not. Dummy.
For the worse. Here to discuss all of those things with me is first and foremost, a personality. If you are not following online, he goes by the moniker KingFace. Welcome to the Candace Owens Show.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
KingFace is also, for those of you that are listening, he is one of my Black City ambassadors. He speaks to the Black community, and by himself, he is the founder of something called the DAD Project, which stands for Developing American Dreams. There's so much that we need to get into, and I could go off on a tangent here. Just give us your take on what's happening right now with Black Lives Matter and all of these protests and riots.
I mean, I just think it's in a sense, a test to see who they can control and who they can't. Black Lives Matter, they've always used the emotions of Black people in order to get their agendas to be pushed. And I've noticed that it's like everything is emotional. It's like everything, you got cops shooting somebody and they put this certain narrative. And what that does in our community, it builds fear. And once you're afraid of something, especially with officers who you're supposed to feel safe around,
you see how much smaller he is. Yeah.
People are going to now be put in more positions to have those things happen because that's how they make their money. That's how they get their exposure, is through the death of Black men. They don't get it from actually, protecting Black lives at all. Nothing is about Black Lives Matter that has to do with any Black lives. If somebody could show me when they've been around to actually prevent these George Floyd incidents, as you would say, from happening, then I could look at Black lives like it's a positive thing. But they're not doing that. They only come around election time. They only come around when a black dead man gets killed by a cop that's white or perceived to be white.
No, I call bullshit. At the end of the day, I mean, yeah, of course, everybody wants more transparency when it comes to Black Lives Matters. Now, I've seen people online, and even today, I got into a little conversation about, what do you guys do with all the donation money? There has to be something you have to take and observe. It's not by accident that people got together and came out for these protests for George Floyd, and I don't think that's by accident. I think that has a lot to do with Black Lives Matter. So where he's saying that, where are they and all this other stuff, they only come around election times. I don't think everything needs to be advertised, all the movements and all that stuff. I think, there's something to be said about the Black Panther having a lot of attention on them, being infiltrated. you know, and being, you know, sold out by somebody. So, you know, you do have to move a certain way. But yeah, they're around. I mean, I guess, but we still want some more transparency.
And they use that to actually use that to destroy our strength within ourselves. It's like wearing a mask. It's killing the immune system. It's weakening us more and more and more and more and more and more. So then you look at it like, now I could get them because they're already broken down. Even with this George Floyd situation, there's people that usually don't care about that stuff that I noticed was like, yo, that's messed up. But to the point where they're praising him. That's why when people say, oh, you agree with Candace? I'm like, yes, we have to stop praising these type of people. And Black Lives Matter, that's all they ever push. I've never seen in my life, if this exists, then I want to see it. A kid going to school, minding his business.
What about what is praise? There's not. What I'm trying to figure out what is praise. How are we praising these type of people, right? So we're talking about what an elitist type of personality, right? Nigga from the hood in the gang, but he has this way of looking at himself that he thinks he's so much better than people. To refer to George Floyd as these people, or when I'm like, nigga, I'm looking at you, you these people. Nigga, what are you talking about? What makes you better than George Floyd? That man wasn't in no gang. Huh. The nerve of him. The absolute fucking nerve of him. But what about saying how is it praised by saying that you have a right in this country to have an encounter with the police and it does not lead to your death? What are we praising about that? Nothing to do with the crime. Yes, you should have the right to have an encounter with the police and still be alive. So yes, sir, we do gotta praise you because you know what? You've went through something that you should have never had to go through. The crime did not fit the punishment. What are you talking about? Moments like this, you know, you just need to.
Universe got your ass talking all that shit. I heard you had that wow, but but I don't, that's just hearsay. But I know one thing, your ass is dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So just this all you motherfucking coons out there talking.
Back to
Getting good grades, no record, getting shot by a cop. Is it a coincidence that everybody that's shot by a cop has a bad record? So even everyone people was like George Floyd, I'm like,
that's not true.
And you said
that's
it so
true.
perfect. I'm like, wow, it makes so much sense. How? What about?
Okay, but see, that's how you know you don't have an objective person talking to him because there was just a case in Texas with a police officer, the Gene something, where he didn't have a record. How about Ahmad Rashad? I hope that's his name, the Aubrey or something like that in Georgia. He was just running around his neighborhood. Now, granted, that wasn't a police officer, but the way you make it seems as though black people just leave their house and look to go be shot. No. How about the case? And I think it was Oklahoma on the highway, and the man clearly had his hands up. Sometimes people just want to use want to talk without details and context, because if they add details and context, it doesn't support their narrative, right? So once you hear someone talk like that, you really got to pay attention. Oh, you want to try to keep it brief, or why we got to say all that? Because we got to say all of that. Whew. This nigga.
What about that woman that you put the gun to her stomach? What do you think she's going through right now? It's like you guys are making him like the greatest guy on earth. He's probably one of the worst. Especially a pregnant woman. Like, come on, you have to have some kind of morals, no matter what crimes you're involved in. Because when I grew up, it was no women and kids. If you're dealing with somebody, it's just men on men. Kids and women, all right, we leave you. We see you walk, even in the street, like, we see you walking with your baby or your wife, all right, you got to pass her right now, bro. I'll catch you on the rebound.
Right. There's a level of respect for women and children, and that has been written into the culture of not just America, but all societies for a very long time. Women and children are seen as the most vulnerable.
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna try to watch some more of Candace Owens, but like I said, they both are a piece of shit. She only seen black people protesting and stealing, which was weird. She's only heard black athletes come out and speak out against the president, I guess. She has a skewed view, so it's really hard to listen to her, right? And then you got this nigga over here who's just, I don't even know. Like, to me, how did that even happen? How does that even happen? What is he, like Uncle Ruckus' great nephew or some shit? How did that happen? The nigga is in a gang from the hood.
And when you see a pregnant woman, and this is all I could think.
Okay, so just to let y'all know, like, these niggas is trash. Meet Mr. E.C. Jason Alexander. Now, this bitch ass nigga. He's from the pits of hell too. They shall return. With the last nigga that we were just talking about, Mr. KingFace. And so when I told you that there's examples of niggas like this, these niggas are really out here. Like, you know what I mean? So I remember one time locally in my own in my own city, I seen some shit like this. Pay attention real close. So right, have this nigga, right? He always talk about needing a woman who can take care of him and all this other stuff and be there for him, cater to him, shit like that, right? The type of nigga, like, I remember one time this nigga was so bad, he was even bragging about the fact that his mom cut up his steak, right? That type of shit, right? Ever in a day, when he put his girlfriend on the Facebook, giving him a pedicure and cleaning his motherfucking room, I said, no, God. Send us another batch of niggas for real. So this really does exist. This is not just something that's just happening, these one-offs and all the shit like that. No. This is real life. Like, there's niggas out here like that. And so to give you an example, this is Mr. E.C. Jason Alexander. He lives in Houston, Texas. I hope to never run into this nigga if I do decide to move to Houston. But he's originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So let's look at his Facebook before I show y'all this. Let's talk about it. Kings, I got questions. If you got your own job, car, house, do we need the headache of a queen? Queens, do y'all see how silly it sounds when y'all say this? I guess, whatever. Let's talk about it. Queens, do these women really still exist? Why won't you serve your husband like a king? 2.6 million views on bowing in submission. Ladies, thank me later. King shit. So, 2.6 million views later. Here we go. I'm going to show y'all this nigga. I want to show y'all this. Y'all got to see this shit.
I made your salad.
Y'all see this?
Thank you. You're welcome.
So she has to get on her knees after she serves his food in order before he takes his first bite. Oh yeah, y'all are not missing nothing. Nigga sitting there looking like a fucking albino pit bull and shit. Looking like fucking light-skinned Craig Mack. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. But this nigga here is just ridiculous. Oh, ugly ass nigga. Looking like pus. Oh, pus looking ass nigga. Look at him. She on her knees, taking off her shoes and shit. Nigga, you wouldn't even want to eat my food.
King shit, nigga.
Look at this. She rubbing his toes. This nigga looking at the camera like a wild fucking pit bull talking about king shit. Y'all couldn't hear him. But that's exactly what the fuck he said. Just disgusting. Yo, this nigga is disgusting. So yeah, like I wanted to show y'all that so y'all can see, like, yo, that is really a real thing. Those type of niggas do exist. They do exist, and it's disgusting. Oh, okay. So let me move this over a little bit. Let me move this over. Move this over a little bit. So you can see it. So yeah, this is his Facebook. EC Jason Alexander. Let's talk about Queens. Y'all really out here not taking baths. So basically, he just some hotep ass nigga just out, just on fucking Facebook saying the most disgusting ass shit. I'm trying to see if I can find another video because this nigga is arrogant.
Yo, what's good? Oh shit. Word? You wild as hell. You wild as hell. Yo, on my life, nigga, that's how it go down. You know what I mean? A word.
Hey, Penny, can I speak?
Don't mind. Speak when you spoken to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, for real? Y'all niggas is wild, man.
Okay, now this seems like
hey,
acting to
I'm gonna
me.
get back to you, man, in a minute. All
This
right?
don't seem real to me.
One.
Can I speak now? All right, let me tell you what this bitch did today.
King shit, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that anymore because I think that nigga might be. I think this may be some acting situation. 2.6 million views. This is the original video. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like it's true. Let me see. Okay, nothing going on here. But y'all, these niggas do exist, and it's so funny. But there's another guy on Facebook, and he be saying the dumb shit too. What's his name? Ben something. Ben X. It's some hotep ass Muslim brother. Oh, what the hell is his name? I can't think of his name. You know what? Hold on 1 second. I got it. He's some fucking hotep ass Muslim ass brother. Nothing but garbage. I be listening. I like listening to shit. Okay, brother Ben X. This nigga's in Dallas. I don't know. There we go. This another nigga. How is this the right one? Because I will say, I feel like Facebook did clean up some stuff. Like, there was this other dude who used to always be on here. Or maybe this is not, I don't think he's, I'm sorry, I don't think this is the one I'm talking about. But y'all know, there's another guy. And he was a whole tap ass nigga, too. Let me see this here.
Now we having another, because I've been having this. Look at what the minister said. He said envy. I wish I had my thing, man. I might be quoting it wrong, but basically he said envy is like a retrovirus. A retrovirus is laying dormant, waiting for the right opportunity to show himself. So the devil, like Brother Jake was saying yesterday, is already inside of you. But you just need that right whisper, the right suggestion. Then it comes on out.
I don't know what that is. But there was this brother, and I thought it was him, and he was talking about how women periods was ungodly and all types of shit. Yo, y'all gotta stay away from these niggas. These niggas are trash, yo. These niggas are trash, 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 trash. So one more time for the KingFace.
You learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Learn. I'm out of here, man.
Yeah, that was KingFace. Like I said, y'all, we gotta do better. These niggas are crazy. Rest in peace to him, though. I mean, if that girl is okay with it, I'm okay with it too, sis. I mean, but the fact of the matter is that you are still worried about a man's legacy after he was just trash. Just trash. That nigga was just trash. So, I don't know. I don't know. So, but y'all tell me what y'all think. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all feel bad for KingFace? Do y'all think y'all could be on here laughing at him like that? What do you think about that female? She was defending him. She was defending him. That's crazy to me. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like me and follow me on Twitter at OG_Suge Avery. And y'all have a good night.